Okay, so today we're going to talk about a rolling kick and bass setup that you can do on the DFAM. So let's start with the bass. I think that's the easiest place to make sense of all this. So we've got our cutoff kind of in the middle. We've got our resonance down because we want to preserve all the low end that we can. If we start with just VCO2, you'll hear this is our bass voice. Okay, so not a lot happening there in terms of like aggressive kick. But if we bring in VCO2, which is set with a little bit of decay and a big attack, you see VCO1 has no pitch envelope happening here. And these are pretty set neutral. We've got VCO decay about halfway up, and just above 12 o'clock here with the filter envelope generator. And our sequencer pitch modulation is set to only VCO2, so VCO1 is not being affected by the pitches that I've chosen here. If we bring in VCO1, that's going to be our kick. And that's what just the kick sounds like. We bring them together. Now, there's a lot of fun that can happen here because the waves can interfere when they're close together like this. For me, that almost makes it better in terms of like what this would sound like in a club, because it would just be so disturbing in terms of the low end. But we can add FM. And we can change waveforms. There would be some balance necessary here, right? We would have to turn down VCO2. So that leads to another thing. We're sort of working off this strange interaction that happens, when pitch sequencing is set to VCO1, this decay knob, would cut off these velocities that are turned down. But because it's not, this decay knob is sort of letting everything ring, right? And that's letting VCO2 play these pitches even though the volume is turned down on those notes. And obviously this isn't like, don't have to use these pitches. They could be anything. This is all up to your imagination. So a little bit random here, but this will give you some ideas to play with. There you go. And it really gets crunchy with the FM turned up. So I hope that gives you some inspiration.